Hello everyone, as usual it's me Pavlo, and today we'll be talking about yet another interesting audio device. And unsurprisingly, it's once again made by FiiO. I did warn you that I have a lot of FiiO stuff to review in near future. But today it's interesting because it's super affordable. It's full-size headphones that FiiO created together with their sister company Jade Audio. So Jade Audio usually gets involved when we're talking about something affordable. And these full-size dynamic headphones are definitely on the affordable side of things because they cost $70. FiiO used here some advanced 50mm dynamic drivers. They also promised good design, good sound quality, so for me it's really interesting. FiiO created FT3 and FT5, both are pretty decent, but what they will offer in this super affordable segment, like what is achievable for $70, let's have a closer look. So let's do an unboxing. As you can see, box is really nice, nice polygraphy, good color combination. It feels a bit cheaper than for FT5 and FT3, but it's something to expect. It's still a pretty decent cardboard. Of course, no things like carrying case inside, just cardboard. Instead of leather carrying case, you're getting this pouch, 6.3mm adapter, and stock cable, and some papers. As you can see, pretty basic, but from another hand, all you need to start with these headphones. When it comes to the design, it's pretty obvious that outlook and materials were optimized for this cost, but at the same time they don't look cheap because first of all here used enough of metal parts. So first of all is headband. It's made of springy steel, and actually FiiO selected a bit light clamping force. They stays on head pretty reliably, and unless you shake your head really noticeably. But at the same time, combined with overall lightweight, it gives you good wearing comfort. And also this yoke's made of metal, and I suspect that this grill is also made of metal. And despite looking like open back headphones, inside of this grill you can even see some kind of fabric, but at the same time they seems to be closed back, so they don't leak too much to the outside and vice versa. Headband is made in FiiO's typical self-adjustable style. You just push it, or you just wear these headphones and they'll then pull them down to get the proper size and fit on your head. Sorry, and cups have just 1 degree of freedom. They can be rotated around this axis, and they are not rotating around this axis like many models do, but let's remember the price range. So you'll have to move them a bit forward, backward on your head, finding proper position. To simplify things, you can also rotate ear pods a little bit, and there are 2 rotations. First one, you just rotating lightly the ear pod itself, so this opening will fit your ear and your wearing style. And actually you can grab here and rotate this overall earpiece outward and disconnect this plastic ring that connects ear pods to the cup. As you can see, here we can see the internal part of the cup, dynamic, covered with some foam. And as you can understand, it's possible to replace ear pads, which is a pretty good thing for the affordable model. So you can experiment with ear pads without having to replace headphones completely, and experiment with ear pads can give you some interesting results in terms of wearing comfort and also in terms of sound. I'm pretty sure that community will find a lot of fitting earpads options. For example, I think here angled earpads can be a bit more comfortable in terms of wearing. Also here are some vent holes to provide the acoustic dampening, and on the bottom we can see cable connectors. Earpads themselves are pretty soft, so nice good pleather material with nice soft padding, and inner part is made of fabric, and thanks to that actually I am having a good comfort wearing them. They are really lightweight, they don't clamp too much, so there is no or almost no that effect of ears overheating, typical for some of cheap full-size headphones. Cable made replaceable, and here used classical 3.5mm connectors. Here they are, so it will be easy to find some third-party cable, and they are color-coded. Right is red, here it goes, and left is green. Cable itself pretty okay, not super soft, but at the same time looks really durable. On the right side you can see the microphone with one button talk control. Quality is like okay, but to be heard properly you need to move microphone closer to your mouth. And I really like this insulation material. It's probably some kind of synthetic fabric, but at the same time it doesn't look like traditional fabric, so pretty nice looking. Here is the splitter, and it goes down to the 3.5mm connectors. So as you can see, FiiO tried to did as much as possible to give you a good value for this segment. And of course about the sound, I gave them about 40 hours of burn-in, and there were slight changes during first 5 to 10 hours, but they were no critical, so if you buy them you can just start enjoying them. And actually it's pretty nice tuning, probably it's something close to Harman curve, and because of that it's pretty balanced. Of course we need to take price into the account, so don't expect like superb refinement, don't expect like great treble with great extension and layering, but for $70 it's really enjoyable sound, and subjectively I can totally live with it. So bass goes deep, it has a good amount of weight and body. Deeper bass is a bit rolled off, so there is no that sense of perfect rumble and mightiness like for example FT5 does, or some more expensive models, but at the same time you'll get the sense of deeper bass. Not super punchy, but anyway it's present, so it's make everything pretty pleasant for electronic music or pop music, something with synthesized bass. And bass has nice texturing, normal resolution, and pretty adequate amount of small nuances. Of course, some small nuances are lost, and acoustic instruments doesn't sound 100% natural, but at the same time they're pretty close to being sounding this way. Bass is slightly accented, but not too much, so I won't call these headphones like bassy or bass head or something like that. And here is typical example for this headphones. It's Daft Punk, instant crush and nice amount of bass, good punch, and at the same time nice clean mids and higher frequencies to give you a good balance. Overall really pleasant experience. Mid frequencies have like good resolution and technicalities, and you know, I'd say for this price it's close to perfection in general. Imaginary stage is slightly above average in width and about average in depth, but everything positioned and separated in depth layers pretty well. They are not super depending on the record quality, but at the same time, you can hear differences in different masters, if of course they are noticeably remastered. But at the same time, even poorly sounded track sounds nice. There is a bit hint of warmth that complements low male vocals, and thanks to the bump at the upper mid, female vocal sounds also nice. Instruments are realistic, not 100% once again, but pretty good, and they are capable of dealing with fast pieces of music, but of course like not as good as some planars do or some more expensive models. And the example for the mids will be what it will be. Oh yeah, it's Rolling Stones Gimme Shelter, and sometimes I can hear that bit of warm coloration on the lower mids, but in general all instruments are nicely separated, and vocals sound like vocal of Rolling Stones. Everyone knows how it sounds. And the high frequencies, they, once again, of course, extension is just about average, layering is basically absent, just basic overtones, but they are executed really well. High frequencies are not super sharp, super bright, but at the same time they are not super softened and recessed. There is no attempt to give like additional sense of airiness by putting more energy into treble, so high frequency sounds pretty close to what is recorded, with good balanced attacks and decays, giving really nice sense of airiness to the tracks. And example will be Vanden Plas, great progressive rock/metal band, often overlooked, and the track Quicksilver. And traditional for the progressive bands, not that progressive that changes like 5-6 time signatures per track, but for those who trying to create nice arrangement, interesting tunes. Here we have a lot of instruments, they all go to the high frequencies with overtones, and these headphones play them like okay, not perfect, but pretty okay to give adequate amount of realism. So, it's all a matter of like leveling your demands. For $70, really good sound, but of course compared to more expensive models, like it could be better. So anyway, in terms of pairing, still I'd recommend some digital to analog converter for them, like FiiO's own KA13, or even more affordable models, but KA13 is like a good all-rounder in FiiO's modern lineup, and with them these earphones performs well. So not sure if I know some models for comparison. Also, I've heard that they are good for gaming. I haven't checked that, but a lot of people say that. FiiO Jade Audio JT1 is a really great offer in the affordable segment. So thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and don't forget to have a great day.